Stadium in Kansas City. It's the AFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports.
Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold-out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Devin Singletary.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To the shotgun snap to Allen. This one caught by Beasley.
Allen's pass. Complete.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
38-yard line.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A gain of 4.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing is Allen on third. Going deep for Diggs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
We know the arm strength is certainly there. He's got a big-time cannon for an arm, and that's not a surprise. He's the son of a former Major League pitcher, so the bloodlines come into play. The biggest question for Patrick Mahomes, can he harness that big arm? Develop the touch that's needed and carry his team towards the playoffs.
Mario Addison on the stop. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Mahomes. That's complete to John Ross. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Williams, the ball
calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And that is incomplete.
Mahomes' pass. intended for Travis.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And he'll go back to Kelsey. This time it's caught.
Mahomes pass complete.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. It's caught. Smith. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
That one complete to Yeldon. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 12. Mahomes going to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. 30. Past the 20.
Oh, it don't matter.
And
it don't
all
matter.
the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 82 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
Harrison Butker on for the point
after a fairly uneventful first quarter. That last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And you know, a lot of talk about these 2 versus 7 games this year in the playoffs, something that we've never had before. And this, one of now 6 games on Wild Card Weekend. But, you know, we've seen the 6 seed in the past make a run, Charles, so why not the number 7 seed?
And I'm still getting used to hearing 2 versus 7. You know, it's still taking me a little bit of time to get comfortable with it, but that's a great point that you just made. 6 seeds have made big runs in the playoffs, have run themselves all the way to the Super Bowl. I don't think there's much difference between a 6 and a 7, so we could see the same thing with this new playoff system.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
37-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he finds Beasley, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Singletary, they'll run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. No dice for Sean McDermott in the offense. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop.
Brendan, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
Incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown.
Kai Forbath lining up for the...
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And now here comes Kansas City. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 26.
Good for a Kansas City Chief.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. 49. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
47-yard attempt.
Oh, and it's off the mark. Harrison Butker pushed it to the right. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
A gain of 9 brings
Allen from the gun on third down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out in the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
Allen's throw is complete.
Allen's pass.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage.
And 7.
And that'll be incomplete. Allen took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open finds a way to pick up a first down.
With Allen, and Beasley with it over the middle. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Allen to throw once more. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown.
Complete to
John Brown. There to make the grab. And the Bills have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Mahomes pass.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. That'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will do it for this first half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little, kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. It's caught at the 10. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. And even 50 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Chiefs 14. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Chris Jones on the
The
stop.
last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. He's got Smith here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
To Lee Smith.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now Allen to throw from the gun on 3rd down. The open man is Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's a pickup.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Chiefs are going to get him.
The quarterback sacked. A loss of
Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 33 yards that time.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown. His second touchdown of the night. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up. And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Second and 8 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's good.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Mario Addison. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. From the 29, Allen. He finds Yeldon. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 9. First down, Buffalo. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
He's tackled at the
a solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And now they'll throw with Allen. The quick slant caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary taking it in. And the Bills will extend their lead.
The extra point.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
14.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 72 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
A 3-yard gain on the play.
Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Allen to throw. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Allen to Beasley, first down Buffalo. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock with Yeldon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, we'll likely put an end to this thing.
At the 46-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Singletary. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in.